Chrissy Lampkin and Jim Jones have been a mainstay in reality TV couples, but just when it appeared that they were settling in, a startling revelation threw everything off balance. With Brooke Bailey, Jim Jones is now expecting his first child. This news is not only unexpected, but also devastating for Chrissy, who has spent years establishing a life with Jim. Jim's decision to participate in such a significant event with a different woman calls into question the future they had previously imagined together. Fans are taken aback, pondering Chrissy's reaction to this betrayal and whether a reconciliation is possible following such a shocking revelation. I remember I saw this. Even though Chrissy has experienced her fair share of heartache, this time seems different. The announcement that Jim and Brooke are expecting a child together is more than just another reality show drama. It's a significant change that has left Chrissy feeling angry and incredulous. Jim and Chrissy's journey has been characterized by their shared dreams and the times they've reconciled after setbacks. It feels like a significant turning point for people who have been following their story. For Chrissy, this news is a disintegration of her entire belief system regarding loyalty and love, not just a betrayal. Her first reaction was one of shock, as if everything had suddenly been flipped upside down. Chrissy had genuinely thought that, in spite of their ups and downs, they shared an unspoken bond that nothing could ever sever after all these years with Jim. She believed that they would overcome any obstacles together, but learning that Jim is expecting a child with a different woman felt like a total betrayal of that belief, and a reminder that despite everything they had been through together, Jim had still kept something from her. As Chrissy struggles to comprehend how the man she stood by for years could keep something like this from her, her close friends are devastated by her response. Her eyes are filled with anger and sadness. Chrissy has dedicated years of devotion and love to this relationship, among other things. She had hoped that their relationship would only get stronger, so this news feels like a cruel turn of events. It's hard to conceal the heartbreak, even though her friends claim she's trying to keep it together. They've seen her experience a range of emotions, including incredulity, rage, and now a profound sense of bewilderment, as she starts to doubt all of her preconceived notions about her relationship with Jim. But today, Jim wants Anne to understand his new views on affairs and then move beyond the strict worldview of his past, Jim. Jim and Brooke, meanwhile, appear to be traveling in a totally different direction while Chrissy deals with heartbreak. The relationship between Brooke Bailey and Jim has undoubtedly drawn attention, with many fans wondering if it could last beyond a brief affair. Brooke has a wonderful personality and a well-known social media following. The idea that Jim would start over with someone like Brooke in the midst of his and Chrissy's past seems like something from a reality show. However, those with knowledge of the matter find it difficult to deny the possibility that Jim and Brooke's relationship might be more complex than initially thought. Many fans are wondering how long this relationship has been kept under wraps, and the news of Brooke's pregnancy has stoked speculation. Some even speculate that Brooke and Jim may have begun dating while Chrissy still believed she had a solid relationship with Jim. Fans have questioned whether Jim's heart had begun to wane long before Chrissy had any clue. Because of this detail, the speed at which Jim could go from his past with Chrissy to having a child with Brooke is hard for fans to comprehend. Fans everywhere are sympathizing with Chrissy's suffering and are coming together to let her know she's not the only one experiencing this heartache. Fans from all over the world have taken to social media to express their solidarity with Chrissy, posting encouraging and supportive messages. Numerous people are expressing their dissatisfaction with Jim for exposing what they perceive to be a betrayal, not only to Chrissy, but to everyone who had faith in their relationship. Love letters are pouring into Chrissy's comments, telling her to keep going and to remember the ties she has forged with them over the years. Chrissy isn't someone who lets heartbreak define her, despite the overwhelming support she has received from fans who have used fan pages to spread the word about her story. For once, Chrissy is attempting to put herself first rather than using her suffering to grow and learn more about herself. She is now concentrating on her own health and embarking on a path of self-recovery after years of prioritizing her relationship. We know and trust her without question because she has known us for years, and we've given her what she needs in order to regain her health and recovery. According to people close to her, she is relying largely on her family and friends. As she regains her self-esteem and confidence, these loved ones are supporting her and providing a strong foundation. They encourage her to view this as a breakthrough rather than a breakdown by reminding her of her value every day. Chrissy is also drawing on her inner strength, the same fortitude that has helped her overcome innumerable obstacles throughout the years. This time, she is using that strength to heal herself rather than to mend a relationship. Beyond any relationship, she's rediscovering what makes her happy as an individual, establishing new boundaries, and doing peaceful activities. Chrissy is demonstrating to everyone that she is prepared to take charge of her life on her own terms, even though this journey isn't easy. She's showing her fans and herself that this heartbreak doesn't mean the end, but rather a fresh start by embracing this new chapter with purpose. And fans are finding inspiration in her metamorphosis as they see her use her suffering as a springboard for personal development. As if having a baby wasn't shocking enough, fans are speculating that Jim and Brooke may have gone one step further in a recent photo. A picture of Jim and Brooke looking elegant in a private setting has gone viral on social media, leaving people to wonder if they are secretly married. They appear to be standing close in the picture, almost ceremonially. Fans are also arguing about this image, and there are those who think that this is a real chance for Jim and Brooke to advance their relationship. Others express skepticism, speculating that the picture could be merely a publicity gimmick or even a prelude to a new reality TV plot. Some fans feel that the wedding's timing, immediately following Jim's split from Chrissy, is almost too convenient, leading them to speculate that it may be more about keeping the spotlight and making headlines than it is about genuine commitment. It would be the last straw for Chrissy if the accusations are accurate, and Jim did wed Brooke. Chrissy has devoted so much of herself to Jim's relationship over the course of more than 10 years, frequently putting his needs ahead of her own. It would be difficult for her to accept the fact that he would be moving on so fast and perhaps getting married. The idea of Jim marrying Brooke and possibly starting a family seems very different from the time he spent with Chrissy. Nobody anticipated this twist. Chrissy must now choose between speaking up and letting the world know her truth as the media storm turns around. Admirers are anticipating her next move. Chrissy is well known for having a genuine personality and never holding back when expressing her opinions. She gives her admirers hope that she will eventually speak up and give her version of events. Chrissy may even experience a significant turning point as a result of this heartbreak. Sharing her story could lead to new opportunities for her on reality TV, where viewers can relate to her. According to many fans, Chrissy's future actions will influence her own path as a woman regaining her independence, regardless of whether she decides to speak out or keep quiet. Jim, meanwhile, is questioning whether he is truly prepared for what is coming. His recent remarks suggest that he is going through a period of serious introspection as he admits his past transgressions and the ways he allowed his emotions to rule him during trying times. Jim is also acknowledged that he frequently miscommunicated with Chrissy as a result of his impetuous responses. He seems to be finally understanding the consequences of his actions and how they have affected those close to him, as evidenced by the sense of regret in his words. Jim has stated that he wants to be redeemed, but he's aware that this will not be an easy journey. Although Jim seems to put things right, at least for himself, words cannot undo years of emotional stress. In a lot of ways, he's attempting to overcome the habits that have kept him back for so long, motivated by the knowledge that he lost a dependable companion. Fans are wondering whether Jim's self-awareness is the start of real change, or just another chapter in this story, even though it's unclear whether his path to redemption will bring him peace. Given the bond Jim had with Chrissy, the question now is whether Brooke can manage the emotional intensity of this relationship. While some think Brooke will eventually give in to the pressure of these comparisons, others think she could be the one to help Jim move on at last. Brooke is in a difficult position because she must not only establish herself as Jim's partner, but also deal with the fallout from a relationship that has been in the news for 10 years. If she's prepared to be more than Jim's new woman, only time will tell. The question still stands as we watch this drama play out. Is this a true love story, or is it just another act from the wild playbook of reality TV? Fans disagree as to whether this is genuine love or merely a plot device designed to increase ratings, despite the fact that the emotions, betrayals, and reconciliations make for gripping television. Comments pour in on social media from all directions. Well, another fan commented, "Jim and Brooke look happy together. Maybe it's time he moves on." Another fan wrote, "I feel for Chrissy. She deserves so much better than this." However, some people only see things through the prism of reality shows. One commenter said, "This has all the makings of a reality TV drama. We're here to keep you informed at every turn because this story, with all its heartache and hope, is far from over." Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you're interested in following the most recent developments as we are.